cupcake, and our mother told us that you had to divide that cupcake equally. You would try your best to make sure you cut it right down the middle, because guess what? You're going to get a piece of the pie, and I'm going to get a piece of the pie. And you don't want me to have your pie, but you want as much of the pie that's yours. So those are the type of things that I'm talking about that as administrators we have to look at.
And of course it's already laid out there. The pie is already there, but it has to be cut. And of course oftentimes there's not enough pie in a real sense to go around. And I think that brings us to one of the other areas that you mentioned, and that's fundraising. I think that one of the real questions that has always plagued historically black institutions dealing with the athletic program is the ability to bring the kind of money, the kind of financial support outside of the institution. This is especially true when you talk about state-supported institutions. Somehow people believe that if it's state-supported, then the state's going to pay for everything from football cliques on up and etc. But now, how are you finding the reception in terms of financial support and financial activities and financial efforts, fundraising, I guess?
I'm out there right now talking to people, and I'm talking to people about Tennessee State University. We have not done an extensive effort in athletics to raise funds. We have started some of those mechanisms. What I plan to do is to go in and take a look at what we already have and see how we can enhance that. I think it's the market and promotion. Tennessee State has its own niche in the marketplace. 57 Olympians, more Olympians in the world have come out of this state. 103 NFL players. You had about 17 players that played in the Negro League, and you have one player who is in the NBA. You also, Tennessee State has made not only a contribution to itself, but to the state of Tennessee. I don't know why there's not a sign where it says "Welcome to Tennessee," where it doesn't say "Home of the 57 Olympians." I don't know why there's not a banner here or something, or street that's not named Olympic Row.
Simply because Tennessee State has...
Because of Tennessee State. That is a strong wealth of sport history. Those were women. And we have to really realize that historically black schools offered opportunities to women before some of these other institutions. Tennessee State, Florida A&M, these were the institutions that led the pace for women in athletics.
And of course, if you can develop that as a theme, you feel that you can bring in more support for your effort as well.
I think we've taken a step further. Look at the marketplace. Who is in the marketplace? Tennessee State graduates stay in the state of Tennessee. They get jobs in the state. They're in the metro school system. They're also in these factories and these plants, UPS, etc. So Tennessee State has provided product to the marketplace. So that's how I think you go out and sell them.
Very good. You know, Dr. Fuller, we're coming up to the second commercial break, and it seems that time really does fly in dealing with this, but when we come back, what we want you to do during this final segment is to sort of give our audience some idea as to what is happening in the sports scene around Nashville. You know, we've got all of this activity, the stadium and et cetera and whatnot, and for the longest we were, it was pretty difficult to get anybody on that side from Tennessee State University to commit to the Oilers and to the stadium and et cetera, primarily because we wanted to enhance the present stadium on campus. But I think that has sort of outrun us now, and there is sort of a commitment to that stadium activity. And so we want you to talk about that when we come back, and we'll be back with you following this second commercial break.